All right, let's keep this train rolling here. Game 3 for today here. Group D is working out pretty great right now here. Actually, I need to get my records updated here because TL just took down LNG in a very telling match, very powerful match. And now comes kind of a big statement here because Gen G can actually kind of write themselves into securing their way out of this tournament, make it a 3-horse race for the rest of the group here. So Gen G get this win over LNG and put them down to a 2-3 record. It's going to be pretty much on for TL. If they can get their win over Mad Lions in the next game, it really puts them into a position to make history, quite honestly. So Gwen finally getting a ban here. Gwen finally falling strong enough into favor to get the ban out. Graves being and Yumi being banned out, not too surprising to be honest. But this is gonna be big here right now. LNG kind of getting embarrassed in that last game just a few minutes ago, not too long ago. Like we have not been on a long break right now in between these games. So LNG, I wonder if they even had to rotate sides of the stage, but they're kind of in a locked out in a very, this is do or die for them. And Gen G, I wonder if they're going to feel too comfortable. They had a pretty easy time, I would say, against Mad Lions. Mad Lions map movements not really up to par to match them. And so if what we saw in the last game is going to be any indication of how this game should go, at least from what we've seen, Gen G should be a shoe-in to win this one. But if LNG upset this, we're like right back where we started. We're right back into things are just getting weird. And then it's going to be, what? Because next up will be Mad Lions TL. Alrighty. So, Misfortune locked in here for Light. Not too bad of an option here. Might feel a little bit better than the Ezreal that he had last game that didn't do much other than get bullied by Tactical. Xin Zhao in for Tarzan. I don't think that Viego's going to be his favorite jungler for a while. So LNG just flipping the whole script here, picking out a whole new roster of characters to take into this game here. Clid with his Lee Sin showed good promise in the first game earlier today. What else do Gen G want to lock in? It's going to be the main question because they had good strong showings. The ruler on the Aphelios was unstoppable basically. The Aurelia, how was this allowed through here? Birdall's champion has been brought into the fold here. You can listen to our LCK commentators behind me. This is Birdall's champ. This is going to be a major pick here. And now the Aphelios. So Gen G getting everything they want and more. Like they got everything they wanted in general. Like Aurelia getting through the ban phase is its own miraculous surprise. And LNG are just scared enough of the Lucian to actually not ban it out. Or scared enough of the Graves. And it's not even like how far his Graves in the last match was anything really like exceptionally powerful. It was much more Jensen and Tactical and Core JJ with that massive Magnet Storm play. And the gauntlet is thrown down by Ale here. We've had maybe 1 or 2 picks of Fiora in this tournament. It's got a winning record, and that will be the major. This is everything right now. This top lane has just become the center focus of this entire game here. Ruler might be the late game insurance, but Birdall on this Aurelia is going to be. He needs to succeed, otherwise it's going to be dead weight in the later parts of this game. Oh boy, this is going to be major. This because this now puts everything actually into the basket here. Yeah, because it could be a BDD Aurelia. So getting rid of the top lane counters to the Fiora is what they're actually looking at right now. They don't want Fiora being the counter pick into this Aurelia. They want to force this Aurelia into matching the Fiora. They want this to be a top lane race, a top lane duel. Twist of Fate taken out, removed from Icon's pool, removed from mid lane, and Braum being taken out. So that's still ranged range. I think Graves and Ken are the only viable like ranged top laners these days. Vlad feels like absolute trash. All right, so yeah, so that'll be about that much. And Leona, alrighty, that's gonna get weird. Now we're looking at like Rel is still rising in priority, could be up and available, would be a fantastic little Magnet Storm. Rakan as well, so Rel and Rakan, the 2 main engaged supports left on the table. We haven't seen too much of the Lulu. Can't say that it's lost a lot. I just don't think it's in anyone's. It's not favored by anyone on this side of World's groups. So Rakan up and available. A perfect setup for the bullet time. Yeah, no, mid lane last pick for LNG, but they're kind of, yeah, Lulu's going to be secured for the Ophelia. It's not the biggest deal in the world. And here comes the Azir for BDD. And BDD did, I think Chronicler when I was trying to highlight how BDD has done okay, but he has not been as good as he should be. And it just feels like there's a gap in the mid lane, quite honestly. And here comes the Syndra. Yeah. Still waiting for the lock in. And that'll be locked in. All right, cool. Alrighty, so late game advantage is over to Genji in D. Later, that mid game for Aurelia could be her opportunity to take over. Meanwhile, BDD and Ruler with given the options to kind of own the later parts of this game for sure. It's not like Ali's gonna have an easy time walking up to it. So LNG have really kind of committed their goals to a split push situation, specifically with the Fiora, because team fighting with her is not the most prolific of performances to watch, let's say. That's acceptable, but it's not exactly necessary for what Atlas is suggesting, because Ruler leveling and getting his gold is kind of all he needs to do. Get to 3 items and then win the team fight. That's pretty much all he's got to do. Ooh, 5v5 topside, level 1. This could be very curious. I'll lay in the brush, and they're gonna spot him. Oh, and it's gonna be a dance. It's gonna be a jump away. All right, so that's gonna be all 5 spotted topside. I think Icon wants to play a little bit of cheeky games here. Nope. Yeah, life winning this whole game in the pre 2 minutes for Genji. Well, Fiora should be able to actually run this one quite well. Doesn't even get the step back here, so Ale is going to zone out. He's going to zone Bird all pretty hard here right now. And he's just going to play the XP game. Forget the early gold. Not too concerned about that. Not worried about getting an early back. Has he done... Does not look like he's done inspiration for his second tree. So no debt market option to get like the early sheen. Ooh, this is getting rough here. This is gonna be super rough here. Ale with his Conqueror fully procced, up and ready, available. It's gonna. Ooh, this is gonna be so. This is gonna hurt for Bertle a lot. And Tarzan and Klid, I think, are both just gonna go for their full clears. Klid right now on his Gromp after just clearing out his blue buff, and he's gonna have to figure out what he wants to do here, because This top side is going very poorly for Birdall right now. Oh, it's a red side. Oh, it's a bot side start for both junglers. Alrighty, that feels better. That feels more normal. So bottom of the map start for the junglers. And Prio over for Genji in their bot lane, because Lulu as the enchanter is going to have a pretty free time with her ranged advantage to poke out and hurt Light and Iwandi plenty. And somehow Birdle has not been forced to actually TP just yet, strangely enough. Oh, and this slow push from Ollie is actually dirty. This wave is yet to even hit or bounce on Birdall's turret just yet. So he is just actually denied at like 17 CS difference right now. Like, this is actually insane right now. It's like it's currently a 7k difference, a 7 times difference, but that's also like pretty, silly. All right, here, now this wave's going to crash. Finally. Just, yeah. This is the one caster minion. Oh, there's hope. But yeah, now he's going to be able to... This is where Tarzan's pathing up top here. Teleport's been used by Birdle to at least keep his health up. He knows the timing for this dive is is pretty much in this area, in this set of minutes. And they didn't spot that. They're going to be able to spot Tarzan, but I think Birdle is going to be kind of singing his last options here. He's going to... It's Canyon Wave. He's trying to get his last proc up, but he's just going to get stunned. If he gets the root off from the Flawless Duet, and big damage. Tarzan goes super low here, but the first blood is going to be secured there by Ale, and that's exactly where you want this first kill. Get it onto Ale, get it onto the split push, get it onto who's going to be trying to punish Birdall for this pick. So LNG, great game plan from the draft pick and great execution on that game plan. It looks like they've woken up here in day 7. No, Birdle's out of this. Birdle's out of this game for kind of the rest of it. Because Ale with a first blood, Ale with a 20 CS lead at 5.5 minutes into this game. The wave is currently pushing away from Birdall. You can't really strike this too much, otherwise it's going to end up over on Ale's side. And he'll be able to freeze it and basically threaten Birdall with a long run death. Yeah. It's basically, Clid has to come up and babysit this just to try to make sure Birdall doesn't get behind any further. But this also just opens up LNG to have other options for just getting advantages elsewhere. Because now, if Ale can just be left on an island to just punish Birdall massively and not allow him to get back into this game, then that just means Tarzan is going to have a lot of opportunity to get action elsewhere. But Clid has arrived, but I don't think Ale is too concerned. He's got his ultimate up and available, and now Birdall's gonna have to run out and away from this, but he's gonna get the kill, and that's gonna be plenty of heals. And now Clid, I think you're gonna have some problems here. He's gonna be level 5, no kick to actually get rid of this, and Birdall or Ale with enough of his speed. Clid having to burn the flash, everything to get away from that, and Ale, he owns the north side of this map here. Tarzan's just gonna come on over, wave across the field, start taking these wolves, and LNG are in control of this game, and there is not much really to be said here. It's going to have to be, they're waiting on Ruler to get his items, to get himself into this game. They're waiting for a long time for Ruler and BDD to get into this game. It's going to have to be like 30 minutes. We have 23 minutes till those champions are really online and really able to get work done. No. And Ale is able to just continue this fight at full health. Forces the... Oh, almost got the auto. If he'd gotten the auto there right as they flashed together, that would have been everything. I bet he had Nimbus Cloak on Clid, and that was just enough to help him get away. And now the rest of the map is just kind of free and open. Ruler does have his advantage. Like, Aphelios does kind of beat out Misfortune in the wave, basically. That's as good as it sort of. That's basically a reality. Like Aphelios is online in that manner quite early on, but he's not going to be the absolute teamfight monster for quite a while. So LNG now, the game is basically on them to make happen. Gen G are pretty okay as long as they don't bleed out too much with the stalling and delaying this game for, another 22 minutes. And that's a long time. That is a lot of time to do as much as you can to not give away so much. And it looks like we're going to flip map. I think we're going to flip map here. Or we're going to try to have a 3-man gank. Oh, they're going to see life. And gonna step away from this. I think going for. Oh, they're just going to try to jump first in the objectives here. 8.5 minutes in. They brought up ruler. They want to have a 4-man option onto. They want to force the team fights earlier. So that's what Gen G are trying to do. Force the team fights earlier so that the advantage of the side lane from Ale is not an opportunity. They're going to be able to knock up, and ruler's going to be forced to flash away. He's brought solo here. Ale is going to have to sit front line. And that's going to be a secured piece, and the bullet time across the bow, and that's gonna be a dead bird all one more time. And I think Icon, it's gonna get exhausted. It's not gonna be able to finish it off, but Ruler is still running for his life. Tarzan in hot pursuit. He just needs one more win, becomes lightning, hits it, but it's not gonna kill him. And Clid barely able to get out and away here. And ooh, the stun up, but here comes the and he's gonna get put into the turret. Great play there from BDD to try to save the situation here. At least gets a consolation prize of a dead mid laner. But that's Clid down. That's the Herald acquired. Birdall dies for a 3rd time. He's got a call to try to, I guess, recoup his losses and give himself some more sustain in the lane, I guess. But no, this isn't gonna work out, my friend. This is not how this is gonna go. All right, the eye is on eo120. Okay. Yeah, 4-way tie is still up and available here. 4-way timeline, four-way tie is probable here. Light taking a lot of damage here from the Gromp. It's not ideal. It's not what you want, bud. Yeah, this is not enough opportunity for Ruler to get what he needs done. I'm surprised he didn't have his dash available to finish off Ruler there. That'd have been great. But great little fun little bits of place here. Gets to finish off onto Clib, but gets thrown into the turret, which that's just fun. That's just a fun play to watch right there. 2,000 gold lead, 10 minutes into the game here. LNG looking strong in charge. A little probably the embarrassment from Team Liquid handing them that solid L. And now Gen G looking a little silly after having also themselves a solid game against Mad Lions at the start of the day. So this group is actually so much fun to think about. Some of the gameplay from how certain teams play, less than inspiring, but this is probably the most even group, most actually fully contentious from top to bottom group that we have in the entire tournament. And it's showing for it quite well so far. The possibility of a 4-way tie is still kind of there. eo120 stuffed, not allowed to get on in there. And there comes the turret, the Herald drop turret. It's about to get a little bit of chunk on him. And it's gonna be some gold there on eo120 and on Icon. And that is a 400 gold lead for Icon, a 2,100 gold lead for Ale topside, 400 for jungle, 500 behind. Yeah, that is insane. So most, if not all of that gold lead on the side of LNG is in Ale. He is currently the major win condition. They need to index on this. 42 CS to 114 CS. Gosh, that is so depressing right now. Is he 3 levels behind? Yeah, that's a level 10. Yeah, Ollie's level 3 levels down. Oh, this is painful. Oh, that is so painful. Oh my gosh, but this Fiora is working out so hard right now. Gore Drinker acquired, Mythic acquired, and I'm sorry, but like Bertle only has like steel plated bouquets and a longsword. He has nothing. He doesn't even have half a freaking item. Oh, no iron whip, nothing. This is absolutely grotesque. It's gonna have to come from BDD and Ruler. Birdall's is gonna have to be become the tank. Just tank Irelia. Much viable. Exceptional. Wow. Cloud Drake's gonna get initiated, it looks like. Yep, it's gonna be a jump on. And Birdall just trying to scrape whatever CS he can together. Ale not zoning him off too much, not being too potent. He knows his jungler's not as close as he needs to be. Doesn't want to give away that shutdown gold to 250. And Drake secured, so Ale stays safe. Doesn't allow for any counter gank opportunities, even though for some reason Clid was around bot side for no reason. I'm not so sure about that one. Oh, they're gonna eat a few turret shots. Not the best. Ooh boy, he wants the ult. He's gonna be able to go for this. He wants to go for this ult. Put down, but Bertle's gonna be able to run away. Icon acquiring up some spheres. Tarzan in the hot pursuit, trying to spot him. Gonna be able to jump on. When becomes lightning, gets the damage out, and there's gonna be the ult. Just scatter the wig. No unleashed power required. Just a flash, toss, and now first turret. Looking like it's gonna be LNGs. Ruler's gonna be able to at least keep the pressure up topside, trying to trade out this gold exchange, these objective exchanges. And even Icon actually teleporting back in and super safe at the second tier turret. eo120 is here as well. Clid looking for it. It's going to try to get the kick off here, and BDD is going to be able to actually shuffle him back. But now it's going to be an unleashed power just for the counter up, and it's going to be able to actually run this one back here. Clid on fire and going to be secured. BDD not able to get what he needs done here. Scatter the Week's going to stun him up, and Icon makes it out alive. Gets Shurima shuffled. Doesn't matter. Support master plays there by eo120 just to keep BDD and Clid occupied and unable to finish the kill onto Icon. Unleashed power saved from earlier. No need to overthrow and overkill. Bertall saves it and destroys Clid with it. So fantastic pieces there by LNG. I don't know what the last game was, but they are here. Gen G though, not exactly where they want to be and need to be. And here's gonna be just knocks up both, just delays them. The turret shots as well. At least one turret shot hit BDD, and this just kind of falls apart for them. The scatter the weak, BDD not able to dodge it, and now here comes the turret dive here. Ale still looking pretty healthy, taking a lot. It's gonna actually get it up, and the heal is gonna actually bring him all the way. Clid trying to get something done, forced to smite the wolf to actually keep himself healthy enough. And Light not doing too well here bot side. But he's doing his job. He's staying alive. He's not getting dove. He's got a kill. He's got an assist. He's only 30 CS down from the Aphelios. And Ale, he's knocking on the door of Genji's base. This is... Oh, he wants more. He's going to actually put Clid down super low. And he... Oh, this is actually... Oh, for 3 bot side here. Ruler, I think you've been doing well. The exhaust's going to be great. But the... Oh, red-white. I don't think you want to run into that one. BDD has arrived. Teleport's going to come in here. Bertall trying to get some redemption. And the Streamer Shuffle does not hit. Tarzan is here. Oh, he's going to jump onto it. BDD, I think you're going to have some problem here. And now here comes eo120. He's going to get the knock up here. Bertall, I think you're going to have to say you're sorry and goodbye. And Ale, no teleport spent, no teleport available. Not too concerned about it. The 4v5 bot side effectively. Kind of a free. And Ruler is going to try to walk himself out. It's going to root down Tarzan. eo120. It's gonna check, but yeah. So it's looking like a wipe. It's looking pretty rough here. Waves crashing. 3 turrets already secured by Gen G, and not even the tier 1s of the mid lane or the bot lane. Oh my! Pre-20 Flame Horizon for Ale. This is disgusting right now. Right now, like the Gen G top laner is half the CS of the LNG bot laner now. And Ruler does his best to actually stand his ground here. Very good to back off. And there's the go-in shutdown. I think Icon might have used the Scatter of the Week a little bit too early, but Clid able to get the shutdown gold there. Puts it onto himself, I think. LNG here for the revenge, but I don't think it's going to work out. You need to keep the split push option. Ollie's going to take over bot lane now. As I think it's another turret taken. Yeah, so much healing now for Ollie. Now that he's got that Ravenous Hydra. There is no killing this man. No killing this man in a 1v1. Because he can just proc off of a wave and have all of his health returned to him. And now here comes second Drake. So 1830. Tarzan's going to land the second Drake. Looks like we're going to have a Mountain or an Ocean Soul. And that is 5 turrets in the side of LNG here right now. We're at a 8,000 gold lead. Yeah. 10, no, 12. Wait, 10, yeah. 8,000 gold lead here for LNG. And Birdall doing his best to catch up. Not really using the option of freezing that wave, unfortunately. Probably might actually help a little bit to kill off some CS. But Herald's going to be dropped here bot side. And I think they also want to get the turrets secured as well. Herald's going to be dropped off. And this might as well count as a Baron push. Even though Baron's not up for another like 40 minutes. Or 40 seconds. But this charge off. Yeah, Ollie wants it. He's going to jump on in here. They're going to jump on top of it. And I'm sorry, BDD, but you are going to go down here. Turret's taken by that. But the Unleashed Power, bye-bye, Lulu. And now they go in here. Ruler putting out incredible damage here. This might actually be an opportunity here. But Ruler is just taking over. Double kill for him. Shutdown gold acquired onto Ollie. And that is not where you want that gold to end up here. And this is going to be the huge turnaround. Birdall, he just needs his Q to come back on up. But he's going to have to run away here. LNG overstepping here. And Ruler showing that the time that was given to him in the bot lane is more than enough for him to put Gingy on his back and throw back a Hail Mary of a shot right there. That was incredible damage there right now. First two kills for Ruler is in his own base, defending his inhibitor and just trying to counter out the assassination that was his mid laner. All right, so Herald gets the charge off here. Ollie just steps up really early on here to try to get this done. They jump on, and BD doesn't have a chance to get anything here. Clade is able to get out, but Ruler's still sitting in the back, pretty safe here. Gets it off, gets the Infernum, and then Gale forces forward just to put out just an incredible amount of damage across everyone in the team. That's all Ruler damage. Like Clade and Birdall get some things done, but it's just not enough. It's not enough to actually like secure anything. So we would actually have a damage chart. I'm pretty sure it's like all Ruler on the side of Gingy. That's the power of the Aphelios. He's got two items, starting to get his third one going. He's got a longsword at least. And he has not really been punished. He's 208. He's right underneath Ollie for at least the CS for the CS numbers. Ruler is relevant. Ruler is relevant in this game. He needs to be taken seriously, and he needs to be frankly like jumped on and destroyed as soon as possible. LNG did very good for singling out and blowing up BDD, but they did not respect what Ruler can do. So still in control, still a 8,000 gold lead in their favor. But now that should be the reminder that Ruler on this Aphelios is not to be trifled with and needs to be worried about. Birdall still, behind by like 90 CS right now. We're not really worried about him. Yeah, he's about to finish up his call. He's only got his Brave of the Rune King. Yeah, Birdall's not really doing too much right now. Oh, Birdall, I think we're going to be in trouble, but it's going to be a trapper. Ruler has arrived. He's not going to be able to land it actually now. Yep, there goes that play. And now, Grand Challenge put out. So that's not available. I think the hope that is coming, Genji might actually have a chance here. Major gold lead down, but if Ruler can stay alive, he can put out the damage. He can ruin LNG's hopes of tying up this record and delivering Genji their second loss here at Worlds. Nope. All right, but here right now we're getting a little bit of a stall out because they've gotten both side lanes like really brought down, but they need, and Ollie's gonna be able to secure them their third Drake. But LNG, if they want to keep this going, they need to get one of these inhibs down. I think they're going to try to actually put Ollie with his teleport on the bot side to keep threatening, shoving this wave in, and getting this inhib put down while all the vision is basically denied and just wiped around the Baron pit. Because once this Drake is down, it's going to be 5 whole minutes of LNG just saying, hey, do you want to know what's in this Baron pit? Come check. Come walk in. Yeah, and this whole top side is going to be littered with red wards right now. LNG is going to own this area. All right, and this actually the worst part right now for LNG is actually they don't have a good Baron taking team right now. For all the advantages that they have and how far ahead they are in this game, they need actually more than 3 to really secure this Baron. Yeah. Ooh. Clid might be in a little bit of trouble here. Gonna get chunked out by Icon. And Genji re-aggressing. He's retaking some of the vision in this jungle area. So feeling a little bit safer, but that does not mean LNG are not prepared to take this Baron. And here we go here. So Ollie's actually here. They find this out. Ollie's here for the fight. Teleport's gonna come in. And that's gonna be Birdall. I'm not sure about this because I still feel like they need to have Ollie on the bot side, but they think that he can. But they're treating him as the tank. This is gonna be really weird right now. Does not get the kit onto BDD. That turret's gonna go down. Ollie trying to actually hold this out, trying to prevent them from taking anything else. And LNG not really playing what they want to do right now. Ollie needs to be in the far bot side here. He actually just needs to go for the 1v1. They really wanted this to actually roll out. Have the warding in the bot side as well, or as necessary, and just allow Ollie to just make them choose between killing Ollie or contesting the Baron. I don't like the 5v5 chances for LNG. Like, unless Ollie can get a massive flank and just destroy Ruler in like 2 seconds, I don't like it. Clid forced to flash out. He's gonna get stunned up here. Moonlight Vigil's gonna come out. It's gonna be an Infernum. It's only gonna hit Ollie. It's not gonna really get a lot done. So Ruler low on mana, not really the most important thing, and without his ultimate. And I don't know why we were posturing towards Dragon. Well, the stakes of this game is that if Genji win this, they actually like secure their way out of this tournament, or at least out of this group stage. If LNG win this, they tie it up with Genji and put us in a situation where they need to. Genji would need to lose to Mad Lions, and LNG would need to win against Mad Lions. Genji lose to Team Liquid for LNG to actually end up taking #1 in the group and ending up with the better matchup, or at least the seed 2 matchup. Well, they got it from earlier, but they haven't exactly kept indexing into the split push option right now. Alice has been kind of running around in the Baron area, just being prepared for a team fight, which is not going to be the forte of the Fiora. He needs to be in a silent. He needs to be kind of. We're at a point where him overextending is not really the worst thing in the world, because it's between he can fight his way out of it, and here comes the Drake. So, not really able to get much done there. All right, here we go. So, BDD's back. Teleport's available. Teleport back into mid lane for Icon. Mountain Drake's up and available. Iwandi looking for this flank. I think they've spotted him here. That control ward was probably enough. And now LNG, given the beeline, given the inward route. But now it's going to be split. Now Iwandi's not near, and this is not good here. They put their backs to Iwandi and to Ale, but LNG are taking too long to make a decision here. I think they're trying to like win the game or win the fight right now when they don't really need to win it off of a team fight. They can win it off of other map pressure options. Ruler, he's going to chase down. Oh, and Ale not able to get that done here. And now Ruler's going to chase him. He's just going to 1v1 him. He's not concerned about it. He's going to actually take it into his own hands. Bertle is up and available for this. And that's going to be a shutdown gold. Revenge for Bertle, helping Ruler take that one down. But Mountain Soul is going to be secured. I'm not sure if that was worth it, and that is another version of what we would want out of LNG for Ale to be the other side of the map. But it might be Baron for Mountain Soul, which is still in LNG's favor. But this is also going to kind of stuff. Oh, boy. Oh, it's going to be the catcher kick going to be put on out, and it's going to be a dead man. And Bertle's going to actually be put out. The bullet time's going to put out so much, going to take out both BDD and that. But Ruler is still up and alive. You're exhausted, and Light trying to run away from this. Can they actually get the regress? The turret's going to be put out. It's going to allow for a little bit of damage to be thrown back. I think they're hunting for them now. They want to hunt this. Icon's going to push mid lane. Baron buff only on 2. It's only on the AD carrier and on the support. It's not going to be. It's not going to allow them to get as much done as they would normally want to get done with a Baron buff. And it's only a 6k gold lead right now. So Genji have minimized the situation a bit. But Ruler is very. Genji are still far away from actually like winning this game. But Ruler just turning and taking out Ale, getting that shutdown gold into his top laner's pocket. If this Aurelia gets viable, she is better in a team fight than Fiora is. Yeah, and they just let Bertle have that, and now it's free game. Now it's freedom. And now they can actually run like they want to. And Aurelia just gets to be at the front line like she's supposed to. The bullet time, it's just too much here. Clid, and somehow the Emperor of Shurima was in the middle of that. And the minions almost take down Icon. Oh, wow, I missed that. Yeah, this is an even game. This might as well be an even game. It's still 8,000 in the face of LNG, but the late game options with BDD and Ruler on their respective picks is too real and too obvious. Clid, I think you might have overstayed your welcome, my friend. Dead. There's no neutral objective to contest, but that feels like that was really unnecessary. Yeah. All right, so this begins the beginning of the end, and it can go either way. Ruler and BDD still with a lot of damage, a lot of agency to actually take this. 3.5 items on Icon versus 2.5 on the side of BD. A little bit of trouble here, but 4 items on Ruler. He can win the fight. He can win the fight by himself. He does not need a lot of damage contribution from BDD. Frankly, he just needs to disrupt. He just needs the disruption. He needs the time and space to get off his combos. He can actually even just like kind of poke and root someone. Yeah, LNG should be able to shut this down. This should be where they can actually win this. They've got the advantage. They've got the item advantage here right now. They just got to actually run for it. And Ruler stepping up here is going to start putting out some major damage. But he's going to end up face-to-face with Ale. And they'll be able to get the knock up here. But can they actually blow him up here? Bullet Time's going to come through here. And he's going to survive. No, he's shut down. Ale still running with it. He's trying to stay in his heal zone. But Ale is going to be able to actually run him out. And he actually gets the kill on to Clid. And this is going to be the end up here. And now it's going to be the shutdown. Gold acquired everywhere. And that's 4 still alive on the side of LNG. The turret's putting out a lot of damage here. Icon needs to get out of trouble. They're trying to tank them up. But this should be it. Victory screen, maybe a little too early. And there we go. So LNG fighting back here today in this tournament here. Get the win. Very powerful. Just a fantastic split push sort of masterclass there with Ale. And unfortunately, not the best performance out of Birdall. But Ruler, if he stays alive there, that push does not happen. So Ruler putting on a Herculean effort, but cannot save his team from the loss.